What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. Today in this video, I'm going to be keeping you guys updated as to what is going on. Okay, so, what is going on? Well, the Mini is paid for. Now, when I bought the Mini, I didn't have all the money to purchase the car right out, so I had to borrow a little bit. So I'll tell you guys straight up, the car cost me $9,300. It was $9,300 as is. 09 John Cooper Works with 120,000 kilometers. It didn't need much. It's got a small coolant leak. It will need brakes, which is not a big deal. That's easily changeable. And the tires that were on the OEM rims were shot. So that's why I sold them, got 700 bucks for them, and now I need to get new wheels and tires. But it's not a big deal because I'd be upgrading them anyways while I was at it. So that's done, that's taken care of, but the Mini is paid for. I had like $6,500-ish to buy the car out, and just recently I fully paid the entire thing off. So the Mini is now fully mine. So now I've got the Accord and I have the Mini. Now, when it goes to what's going on with the Mini, I've got a bunch of aftermarket parts coming in for it. So the first things, now if you guys know me, the first thing that I'm gonna upgrade, doesn't matter what kind of car it is, it's gonna be upgrading the handling. So before you add more horsepower, before you add more stuff to make it faster, I first wanna make it so the car will be able to control and handle the horsepower, the weight, and all that stuff that it currently has. So what did I do? So I have a set of BC coilovers on the way. Those are going in the car. I have a set of front and rear larger sway bars going in. So the car is gonna be a lot flatter going around turns, which is nice because at that point when I'm driving and I turn, the car isn't gonna be dancing all over the road and swaying with whichever way the car wants to go. Instead, the car is gonna be flat and it's gonna be able to hold the road a lot better. Now, once I have handling done, that is where I'm gonna go and probably lose more weight, focus on the interior mods, and then go from there. Once I have all of that kind of stuff figured out, once I have the safety equipment, once I have better seats, rail, steering wheel, shifter, all that stuff, once I have that done and taken care of, that's when I'm gonna go ahead and install better engine performance parts. So I'm gonna make the car faster. Now at that point, I'm not even looking for that much horsepower. Now, the car right now has 210 horse, 210 torque. Now, obviously, because I'm gonna be making it what would you call it? A trackable race car? No, a streetable track car. So it's gonna be stupid quick, it's gonna be awesome for the track, but I am also gonna be able to drive this thing on the road. I don't wanna have it so that I can't drive it on the road because I don't exactly have, say, a truck and trailer or whatever to, you know, throw the Mini on and take it to a track. So, what does that mean? I'm gonna be making more horsepower out of the car, but I'm not going for crazy numbers. And I don't want crazy amounts of turbo lag once I put a bigger turbo on or something like that. Now, am I gonna be putting a bigger turbo on? Yeah, and I already know which one I want, but I'm not gonna be buying it yet. I don't have the other parts and the other things on the car ready to go. So I first wanna sort that out, and then from there, I'm gonna be making this thing quick. Now, it's kinda shitty that, you know, it's now the time that everything is getting cold. So because it's starting to get cold and it's fall now, I've gotta get the Accord ready for winter. So I gotta take these wheels off. I gotta switch to the OEM ones with my snow tires. I've gotta put undercoat over the entire bottom side of the car to protect it again against the winter because I'm gonna be wintering this car. And I don't know why the camera is so black. Come on, focus on me. Now, not everyone that's gonna be watching this video might not experience the cold weather like I do, but because I live in Canada, it gets cold, and I need to take care of my car so it's not gonna be breaking down on me, so it's not gonna be a pain in the butt, and I can drive it safely in the winter. Now, if you guys know, I would love to be making these videos, like the daily videos that I put out during the summer now, but because it's still the school year for me, I'm still, you know, studying, taking school, and I have to prioritize my time and focus it on that. Now, I would love to be doing those daily videos, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Now, some of you guys asked, what am I doing for school? I'm taking a Bachelor of Science, so I'm taking a BAC with a math major and a French minor. So for the people that speak French, comme je peux parler en français, à mon avis, c'est très facile. J'ai commencé à une école française quand j'étais 4 ans ou quelque chose comme ça. Alors, French is a language that, you know, I've kind of grown up with, so. Now, another thing, if you guys saw the previous video regarding the Mini, I showed you guys that I had a little coolant leak. Now, I started taking the car apart and I found out exactly where the coolant leak is coming from. Now, I didn't really realize this with Luca's car. So his Golf, I know it's a German little hatchback and there's not too much room to work with, but when you have an engine of relatively the same size and then you turbocharge it, you have no room to work with. So everything needs to come out when you start working on it and fixing the car. So there's a little coolant pipe on the back side of the engine. It's called a water pipe, and it connects the water pump to the thermostat housing. And getting to that pipe back there, I need to take off all the turbo piping, the intake manifold, the throttle body, all of that stuff needed to come out just so I could get access to the coolant line underneath, all of that stuff at the back. Now, it's not a difficult, how do I say this? It's not a very complicated fix, but getting to it sucks. The part that I need to fix it cost me 80 bucks, and it's a little O-ring inside of the pipe that went to shit. So that's why the car is leaking, and that's why it's making a little mess. Now I need to get, I want to take care of that before I go on and move on to the performance stuff. But I mean, guys, yeah, stay tuned. I'll definitely have videos out for you. I just want school to be done with. Like, I'm passing by it right now. I've got to go pick up an assignment, a marked assignment. Guys, if I just want to be doing these YouTube videos, I don't want to be doing this school. Like, this is my last year, so I know I have to finish it, but it's getting to the last step, and it's like, okay, it feels like it's just dragging on and on. But, you know, what can I do? If you guys like these shirts, you know, it's starting to get cold. If you guys like this hoodie, this is the Living Accordingly one with my name on that sleeve for the YouTube and that for Instagram. If you guys want to pick one of these things up, I'll have a link for it in the description box. Then yeah, you know, show your support. I really appreciate it, guys, because every single one of those shirts you guys buy, I make like $1 or $2 off. So, you know, buying these shirts, they're actually really nice sweaters. The t-shirts too. So everything you guys buy from there, it benefits me a little bit, and I really appreciate it. And even regardless of the extra bucks that I'm making off of that stuff, you know, you guys are showing your support, and it's, you know, it's making my channel grow. And with that, I'll be able to afford more stuff, I'll be able to do more stuff, and it's just gonna be benefiting you and me. Now, there's something else that I kind of forgot to mention. Now, it's not a big deal, but my little brother's car, so the Golf, it hasn't been working for the last, I'd say, week and a half. Now, what happened? So, Luca was driving home from school, and he noticed the car made some weird noise. He heard like a clunk. And he didn't quite piece together what it was, but he heard a clunk and he noticed the car was driving differently, like it felt like it had a loss of power as soon as he heard that clunk. So he drove the car home. I said, okay, Luca, just take it easy, don't drive fast, don't do anything stupid, get it home, I'll take a look at it. He gets home, he steps out of the car, and he was wearing shorts. He steps out of the car, puts his foot on the ground, and he could feel on his foot heat, like a lot of radiant heat. He's like, okay, that's very weird. He goes upstairs, he calls me down, I go take a look at the car, I go underneath, and I see his cat, so his catalytic converter is glowing red hot. Now, what did I piece from that? Well, what I think happened, now I'm not entirely sure because I haven't taken the cat off yet, but the honeycomb catalyst on the inside of the catalytic converter broke off, and because of it, you know, if you guys have ever seen it, the catalyst looks like a grid, okay? And the grid is facing forwards and backwards, so the air can flow through it without an issue, and it's not that restrictive. Now, when, say, a piece were to break off, say a big chunk were to break off, and it's bigger than the size of the piping. So the piping on the car is, I think, 2 inches. So say a piece larger than 2 inches broke off, and it landed, instead of being straight, sideways kind of. It's gonna be very restrictive, and a lot of heat is gonna be contained in that cat. Now, exhaust gases are gonna be able to go out, but not anywhere near as efficient as a working proper cat, or even say a cat delete. Now, my brother, he went ahead and he picked up a set of headers, and we're gonna be throwing those on the car. Now, it's a blessing in disguise because the cat, you know, it's a, what, 16-year-old catalytic converter, and the car's lasting this long, so now it's time for a little upgrade. So we've got a catless header system on the way that we're gonna throw on the car. So back at home, here's the Mini, and I started taking apart some of the stuff over here to get access to the coolant leak down in the back. Now, give me a second, I'm just gonna grab a light. Now, the pipe that I was talking about, the little coolant pipe, is... okay, 1 second. Let me first get the light in there. Can you see that pipe right there to the left? So, right there, straight ahead, that is the water pump. And right to the, I guess that black tube going off of it, that's where the water is leaking from. So, zoom this in. That right there is where it's leaking from. So I need to take that black pipe out, and it's connected over here. Like underneath this aluminum piece right there is where the thermostat is. So I need to either disconnect this side or that side to get that pipe out and replace it with a new one. Now, you know, like the way it's holding in isn't that difficult, but getting to the thermostat or the water pump is gonna be a little bit of a, it's gonna be a little bit of a hassle. But regardless, I've gotta fix it before anything else happens on the Mini. Now, next up, what are those? What are these? These are the car parts I was talking about. So I have coilovers, sway bars. I have a set of coolant silicone hoses from Mishimoto. I have a John Cooper Works intake pipe. I have, that's just the regular intake pipe. I have headlights, spark plugs. I have to do an oil change, and I have more stuff on the way for this thing. So, yeah, I'm actually really excited because once I'm done with this, the car is gonna handle so much better, and it's gonna be very reliable once I'm done. Now, interior, all that's gonna change. Now, I kind of wanted to buy a set of like just cheap wheels just to throw on the car for now so I can roll it. Now, I got a guy come by with these wheels right here. They're 16x7s, and I was really hoping to get these to be able to fit on my car, but they don't. So they didn't clear the front calipers. The caliper was actually coming in contact with the inside part of the barrel, so they wouldn't fit my car. Now, he was asking 250 bucks for the whole set, which I got him down to at that price. And yeah, I tried them on the car, they didn't fit. So what did I do? I talked to my brother. He's got a Mini, and he doesn't have the same size brakes as me. So he came down. He wasn't really interested in them because, you know, he didn't want them. So the guy got down to a lower offer of 200 bucks, and Rico was like, okay, I'll take it. So he's got new wheels and tires for the Mini. For his Mini. I gotta find some more for this, just temporarily. The Accord's fine. If you guys remember, that Mustang is fixed. So I've got new calipers, rotors, pads, front and back. New exhaust manifolds on both sides. New EGR valve. And this thing should be good to go for an e-test. And yeah. Here's the V-dub. She's not running so well. Now, underneath here, can you see that like little lump right there? That's where the cat is. And right there is where it was glowing hot when my brother stepped out of the car. So he put his foot right here and could feel the radiant heat from the cat. Now, it's not a big deal. We have new headers on the way. So once we have them, we'll definitely throw up a video regarding them, and the car is gonna be absolutely unreal with it. Because right now, it already backfires enough, but once we throw that on, it's gonna be even more awesome. Yeah. Now I have more Mini parts coming in, so I've got a lot more stuff to install in this car, and I also have Accord stuff on the way too. So stay tuned, guys. If you have any questions regarding the video, throw it down in the comment section below. If you guys want to pick up one of these hoodies or another one similar to it, I'll have a link in the description box so you guys can pick one up. If you have any questions regarding the video, throw it down there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Now I've got more Mini parts on the way. I've got Accord parts. Now I have more Mini parts on the way, and I have more car parts